What is up guys, Wraec here with new video, and today we are going to do a little bit of Shadow SL. As you can see, setup Stowing here, 32 million attack, 3.1 billion HP. Quite insane. We got S tier, we don't have Giant Killer, because that is really PvP hero for me. We have control precision, control immunity, offset skill damage, petrify immunity. I'm not even sure we need petrify immunity. I didn't read up. We will just go in there, have a bit of fun, and we will see. I put the purple fan on her, crit, mainly set up as a damage dealer, crit chance, crit damage, DR as the imprints, and then we have Azrael. And I didn't even check what Azrael has. Precision, crit damage. Can do that, that's fine. Put a Demon Bell on him, made him a little bit faster than Stowing Jara. Just want to have a turn 1 active. We could go for attack steal as well, would be an idea, but for now, let's just try that setup. I think that is what we used to clear before. Yeah, not really anything that we can change, I guess. So let's see. I guess the first stage will be reasonably easy. I guess with Giant Killer we would have an easier time, but then again, Stowing Jara. Well, not the best damage dealer by herself. Her CC is quite massive, and well, she gains a lot of energy, so that's good. Her tenants, by the way, quite funny. Same as LFA. Slot 2 SQH, slot 4 PDE, so we easily have a ton of attack on her, but still the the LDA, who is in a pretty bad house, so like, I think one tenant that is an E5 MFG still did half of the damage here, so yeah. I mean, I'll have to see how far we even get. I'm not quite sure we can clear 35 with that. That was a low roll. Got some attack reduction here. Is that attack and crit, I think? The big one should be attack. The other one, probably crit. Never sure about those symbols. I have a list of them, but I kind of forgot about it. That was decent. Still the same here. I wonder if it will be better on the later stages, and if 32 million is just enough to steamroll it, but I don't think so. I think the bosses will be a problem. Abyss enemies, I don't even remember the skills, to be honest. I could check it though. With Tussibot always good for that. Usually really helps with such things, and here again, easy clear. Nothing too spectacular, and already out damaged by the LDA. Oh my god, has 10 million attack less. Okay, took a second and just read up on it on Tussibot, which is really easy. There are those /enemy stats commands, and those just give you all the info on HP and everything. Kind of interesting. Are those the bosses that we had in Forest SL? I'm not even sure I remember those guys, to be honest. Like, they don't really do a whole lot, they reduce a whole lot of attributes, but don't really CC in any form, so we can go for attribute reduction purify, which is kind of interesting. So ability, of course, is decent here. Damage isn't. Damage is kind of bad. I mean, like, if the damage looks like this and we enter like turn 7 or something here already, we'll probably struggle quite a bit later on. LDA doing the majority of the damage here. Yeah, so this sucks a little bit. I think we will need to go and get attribute reduction purify on here, because that will surely help. Beyond that, I don't think we can do anything else. So let's just hop ahead and do the next stage and see how far we can go. I'm still not that optimistic that we can clear this. Though the damage from LDA is kind of decent. I mean, that looked pretty good. That looked pretty good. Can't really complain. Next one. Let's swiftly clear those. Oh, even with a one-shot here. Why does this look easier than the stage before? Like 31, the clears look more difficult. Not really sure why that's the case. Got some good CC here. I mean, we pretty much CC all the time, even without the receptor, which is kind of interesting. Mainly because I have like a ton of CI offset actually on my account. So that works pretty well. But like one of the things was definitely, and why I'm showing this today, is because people were really wondering how strong is Shadow SL. Shadow SL being one of the most feared SLs up to like SL30, of course, with the Twine, with all of that stuff. It was really mean. It was really mean, and it was rightfully so one of the last ones that we cleared. With the same combinations of heroes, actually, Starwing Jara and LDA. We have to see if we maybe leave stage 35 just for, how is he even called? Betty? Is it Betty? I'm not even sure. New Shadow hero? I mean, we have a new Shadow Transcendence hero coming up. Let's just leave 35 for that. Let's just do it till 34, and then we can do another video on 35 showing off Betty. So, I think that will be quite cool. So, I think if we can go to 34 pretty swiftly, well, without challenge attempts, we go nowhere, I fear. If we can go there pretty swiftly, I want to see how Betty does against 35. I don't want to take this video from us. Light of that. Probably not the best video idea, but it's fun. I thought like a big Starwing Jara. But not, even if it's not Giant Killer. I mean, we could have rolled for Giant Killer, would not have been the problem, but I like this roll way more, to be honest. I mean, considering that this LDA has Giant Killer Defier, she doesn't have Giant Killer, she's doing pretty well on that. Yeah, then again, 50% more attack, well, that kind of helps, yeah. I'm pretty eager to see how Betty does. I mean, like, Twine hero is pretty cool, and I'm hyped to see maybe a Transcendence version of Twine. I was always hoping for that, though the thing that made Twine cool for me is maybe a little bit different in that sense. It's not really that I like Twine very much, it's that I very like the seed ability of Oberon. Oberon with his seed ability, I thought that was always quite insane. Like, you had the seed on the enemy, popped at the beginning of the round, no matter the enemy speed, you could CC him. And I thought this was quite insane, and that was something that made Twine special to me. Like, in itself, it's not even really a special CC in that sense. It's decent, pretty good CC. Ooh, we got some damage in it. I think that's damage over time. Yeah, that's not good. Ah, come on! Oh! Okay, we might want to go for some more tankiness, maybe. Getting Dot Purify, because they start to hit a little bit hard. I think the LDA is doing the majority of the damage here, so I think we're kind of fine doing that. And considering the difficulty, we might be on a good road to just using Betty, which I haven't built yet. So we have to do that next week, which will be kind of cool. I kind of like building those Transcendence heroes. Don't really like to get them when their base version releases. I think that's kind of pointless. But still, I think she will be a great Transcendence hero. I'm eager to see what they did with Twine. Usually those Transcendence heroes with their enhanced CC, they have some additional ability on there. We can check that out in a second. Like we had, the first one I think we got was like Silence Gag Aura from Ferrokin Vesser, which is not here. Where is it? They hide it. There, control effect of silence, so it's silence, but heroes that are Silence Gag Aura, they can't crit, they can't inflict a crit, and that was the same basically for Fear Abyssal Gaze, also can't crit. And then we had Starwing Jara, and Starwing Jara brought two CCs, basically the Petrify Rocklock, which was the enhanced version where your energy is fixed, so even if you get hit you don't gain energy, or if there's energy feed you don't gain energy. And then we had Freeze, where you can't restore HP. So I'm eager to see what they do with Twine. Lot of things there. Maybe you can't purify. That would be cool. Imagine that being right now. Okay, we'll try 34. If we clear 34, that's cool. Then we will stop. And then we will leave 35 for Betty. I think, though, we will get stuck here. I honestly think so. Because, well, now that the dot seems pretty high, we might be able to survive a bit longer with a crown. Can't really get rid of that healing effect reduction, though. I mean, if we do back-to-back actors, we're kind of on a good spot. Bam. That's nice. That's not nice. Go on. Ah, there we got it. Back-to-back actors by Starwing Jara actually saved us here. Worked out pretty well. Again, no challenge times. That's not good. I think we'll buy three more. Let's see how that does. If it was really be, you cannot purify anything. Like, that would be very nice. But then again, who do you really not want to purify? Or who do you really not want to use purify? Well, bosses, and bosses can't be CC'd. So, well, that's a thing. But then again, nice combination with DGN, if it would disable purify, which is just speculation. I have no actual info on that. But that would be kind of nice. With DGN, you spread some attribute reductions. Enemy can't purify those, so they stack up more and more. Those would be nice. Well, it would be kind of an idea. Now on those later stages, it feels like Starving Jar are doing a bit more damage, actually. Like, impacting the fight more, I should say. Not necessarily about the damage here. Oh, so close. Come on. Ooh, turn 14. Those guys were tanky. Like, she's impacting the fight more. Ezreal doing more damage, of course, but like, she has the bigger impact on the fight. CCing the enemies all the time definitely helps it. So let's see what happens here. CC is no longer that good. That's something I notice. Like, it's still decent. We get a bunch of CC. At least against normal enemies, she's not dying. I think we won't be able to beat the boss like this. Like, we would need a little bit of more strategy here. A little bit of an enhanced setup towards that, maybe. Maybe even some GK on Starving Jar that we don't have. That would be a thing. But then again, we don't really need to beat it now. We are in no rush towards that. We don't really need the CI resources. Those are not really on our bucket list. We're just beating it for the fun of it right now. And that's the main thing. That guy's tanky. Like, no HP bar and still survive for another round. That's insane. Okay, I think this boss will actually hit us a lot. We'll do 2 attempts. And if we lose it, I think we will just give up. Oh, yeah. Oh, that didn't look good. That really didn't look good. I think we could go for Crown. We tried with the Crown. But, like, ew. That heal effect reduction was not cool. I think those were the forest guys, because I remember that heal effect reduction. That was super annoying back then. Must be the enemies we had in forest. Well, you can check out my old forest clear videos. I have some old videos with Wraec and Vesser, actually. Okay, got the first hit there. For CC, it doesn't really matter, but like, there is the heal effect reduction. We don't really get it back. Oh yeah, that really didn't work out too well. I think we will leave it for Betty. She will have Twine, that will be cool, that will help. And we will have a nice triple Transcendence hero clear. So that's another thing. So some nice... I don't even want to look at this. Probably another joke from Starbit. Starbit from my Discord, he's sending me jokes. I'll maybe show them in a video in the future. So, while I'm eager waiting for Betty to share some of my ideas about her, I'm not too sure what they will do. Like the first preview was pretty cool. I think we will see an enhanced version of Twine. Some bleed probably in there. So I'll have to see what she can do. And we had some counterattack CC here even, I think. Some kind of hitter CC. That might be kind of cool. Because we have a lot of that stuff already. And I have a CC team at the moment, so maybe she will fit in there. I will be eager to review her on Friday probably. I don't want to go over the reviews again. Like, the previews again. Those were so bad usually in the past. So yeah, like, we're not going to do that. Some other stuff coming up though. I'm pretty hyped for the next color already, even though the last one's just ended. But we will do the next one, so that will be cool. Pretty hyped for that. And anyway, I wish you guys a great day, and we'll see us in the next one.